here's where we cut out the clip that I'm absolutely gonna release as a separate clip at some point.
You
We
see,
gotta talk
I got you. I steered into the right direction.
we gotta talk about the TNA news we got this week because this is a lot of fun. TNA
Mm.
moving to AMC middle of January
Mm.
next year, Thursday nights. Everybody said, oh, they're gonna compete with AEW because it's all a grand plot, and to be AEW is to constantly be under attack. But no, AMC, who brought you Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and The Walking Dead, are now gonna bring you The Walking Living, and they've got Jeff Hardy throwing himself through an AMC branded table in the
Right?
commercial. It's fine. I think this is awesome. I've had people come to me point blank and it's like, "Oh, didn't you guys have them on TV already? Because we have them on Sportsnet up here." And I'm like, "But
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm still happy that a company that I like has reached a further level of success. I'm happy that they're not on their own TV network anymore, and the network is actually going to pay them money for the product that should have been deserved all along. I can look outside my own bubble. I know some people can't do that, but like, I'm being a dick, but like, come on, like, oh well, wait, didn't you already have it on TV? Yeah, I can be happy for the next guy. I can be happy for Jake. Hey, Jake,
Absolutely.
you can watch it on
Hey.
AMC now, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be with the relationship with AMC, it's also gonna be offered through AMC's streaming platforms as well, which is a nice little bonus because that was in contention. Apparently, um, this is why I mean, everybody still has their opinions of what happened to Mike Santana. He won the title, and then they went away for a month, and then he lost the title. Apparently, their 1 month hiatus was due to some sort of like they ran into some financial snag, so they took that opportunity to take the month off and get this deal done. So that kind of explains the gap, I
Yeah.
guess, a little
Kind of.
bit. Um, Couple of things. There's big things for us to discuss. I want to touch on two small things that I don't think anybody else really cares about, but I think they're kind of interesting.
Okay.
The 9 to 11 slot
Yes.
is interesting.
I noticed that
It's
as well. They said they're going to be live more often, so that's the first thing that comes to
yes.
mind.
Oh, we're going to touch on that as well, but the 9 to 11 slot, it's it's a dated idea because people record stuff and watch stuff at any time, but the whole remember when Raw was like, "Okay, we've got this more adult-oriented, like, angle that we're gonna do, so we have to do it in the second hour, not the first hour. The
Yeah.
first hour might have more kids watching," which I thought was delusional, but whatever. So, tiptoeing towards the idea of, hey, we might be working with WWE, but we're not going to go in a PG direction because they've done some pretty, not to the extent of AEW, but they've done some pretty bloody stuff, stapling Mance Warner's tongue to the mat, etc., etc. It's an interesting timing when we're so used to either an 8 to 10 or an 8 to 11 if you're in our time zone uh, time frame. So
Yeah.
it's the timing is interesting. I always I have always gotten my wrestling on sports channels up here.
Yeah, you were
So
saying that's how
it's
it's
always
worked, so
it's always funny to me to hear like folks in the States, folks in other places be like, "Oh yeah, AEW only succeeds because they've got that lead in from the Big Bang Theory." And I'm like, we get a lead in from Sports Center or
yeah.
something along those. So
Exactly.
and afterwards we get like highlight of the night and tackles of the week and stuff like that. So I'll be interested to see because it's deeper into their evening time slot. So
Yeah.
I'm also kind of curious because I don't watch AMC. I don't watch Walking Dead anymore. I used to love it, and then I fell off during COVID because it was a little
Yep.
too real.
Nah,
You take
I
that a
fell
lot of
off for
ways.
story reasons, but yeah, it's
I fell off because the first week of like COVID lockdown, I tuned into Walking Dead and it was fine, and I tuned into Talking Dead and it was a Zoom call. I was basically like, "Fuck this."
yeah.
Kind of like Grey's Anatomy scrapped a whole season so that they could do a COVID season instead. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not playing this game. Plus Meredith's a bitch. Um, but the time slot is really interesting, and there's sort of an outside curiosity for me of like what are they putting around it. Um, you always get into those TV questions of like, do they have a hard out at 11, or are they going to have overruns like other shows have done before? Like when Raw used to run 10 minutes over, when Dynamite runs like 25 years over, it's fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's okay.
Um,
We'll figure it out after. We
so
can
it's
have
it's sort of
overruns.
it's sort of an everything and nothing thing. I'm curious about it. It's later in the evening. What does that mean? Does it mean anything? Does it
Yeah.
just mean that's the time they needed to fill? Like, it could be
Exactly.
that simple as well. The other thing is, it's not they're not bringing Impact to AMC. They're bringing TNA Thursday Night Impact. Not a huge difference, but they've changed the branding just slightly. And does that mean, like, the look and the feel of the show is gonna get a little bit of a reboot, and we just haven't seen any of that yet because it's, like, a month away? Thursday Night Impact versus just TNA Impact versus back before, they got the TNA name, back when it was just Impact Wrestling. Um, it's another one of like I say, the name thing is like the time thing. It could be everything, it could be nothing.
Yeah,
You know, do it
exactly.
like we do it in WWE all the time. Oh, they're gonna have a new stage. Is it gonna have a new logo? Are they gonna have the claws on the stage again? Yay! They had the tunnels for 5 seconds, and then they kinda gave up on that.
Exactly. So we'll see.
But, it's interesting to see, like, Thursday Night Impact, it doesn't quite have the same ring as, like, Monday Night Raw. I know a lot of AEW people call it Wednesday Night Dynamite, and it just feels like extra.
Yeah.
Friday Night SmackDown is a little different. Friday night, sorry, SmackDown has existed on several different nights. If you're like us up here in Canada, it existed on Wednesday at one point, which would be
Yeah, see,
funny
so it
these
was all
days.
over the place.
Yeah, I loved it when it was taped on Tuesday and you guys were getting it on Thursday and we were getting it a day early because that's when Sportsnet could fit it in. And
Yeah.
I did, like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks of like, "Hey, here's your SmackDown results," because I was a dick.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'll be interested to see if Thursday Night Impact is that different from Impact, because I don't want it to be totally different,
No,
because what they are currently is what got them the deal.
I don't think it'll be drastically different from the show that we've been getting, honestly.
Other than possibly bigger venues, because
Yeah,
different
bigger
TV
venues,
networks
some
might
bigger
have different
stars might come
networks.
over now.
Yeah.
WWE might
Yeah.
send more people to showcase that they're working
Oh,
with WWE.
I have theories about personnel. I'm leaving that for a second, but you already touched on it. Are they gonna do more live events? My initial question was going to be, does this mean they go live every week? I don't think they're going live every week, but,
More weeks.
reported I was gonna say aggregated by, Fightful and What Culture, which is where I heard it from, even though, What Culture are what they be sometimes.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be live every week, but the contract does state a minimum amount of episodes that will be live, because they promote the even right now, they promote the live episodes different, right? Because it's like, Impact versus Impact Live, and,
Yeah.
there's a very important distinction there, and, you put the what do you call it? You put the big earth-shattering, debuts, returns,
Hmm.
surprises, swerves, etcetera, etcetera, etcetera. Like, they did the live Impact the night before the last Friday night pay-per-view, and the episode of Impact had more impact, pun intended, than the actual pay-per-view did, in my honest opinion, which is
And
not
and
ideal, but
I said something briefly on stream to interject here, but people were also being like, "Oh, AMC, that's not a sports net." Like they were laughing at them, and I'm like, "But AMC broke records as far as TV goes. That people forget that The
yeah.
Walking Dead and Breaking Bad."
But this is okay, but this is for the States. I don't know what it means for the rest of the world. We still have it on Sportsnet 360 up here.
Yeah,
But, like, you guys had it on USA Network. You guys had it on, what's it called? Like, Impact used to be on Spike.
yeah,
SmackDown used to be on Fox. Like, as I said before, like the Dynamite example, I'm not shitting on AEW in this particular example, but Dynamite gets the lead in from, like, Sheldon and the Boys. Like, it's the fact that
yeah.
it's not a sports network is not a thing. Like, it's not an argument. It would be different for me. Like, it would be something different for me, but I'm like, it's just where the show is now. It's like Netflix. It's like, okay, I go to Netflix because that's where the show is, and until we hit the weird commercial break that's not really a commercial break, you can kind of forget where you're getting it from as soon as the show has started. I don't know how that becomes an argument necessarily.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Um, Next thing, and obviously this is gonna tap into my, idiosyncrasies with me being an NXT guy. It was thrown out there very quickly and then pulled back just as quickly that this was gonna be the end of the WWE deal, and they were gonna go out on their own, and this is gonna be like the thing, the tie that severed or whatever, where everybody on every side has said, "Yeah, that's not through and the deal's working great. And even the press release about the announcement, like the press release from Carlos Silva from TNA, leaned heavily on, hey, recently we've been doing this, recently we've been working with so and so, recently we've been doing this NXT, this WWE stuff, the showdown, the gold rush, so I don't know why it would. I would understand if there were certain people in TNA that's like, okay, we got this far, let's
keep
make sure
yeah.
we're maintaining our own identity within the deal, but I don't think that means you cut the deal.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think
'Cause
they're cutting the
people
deal.
jumped on that.
And
People jumped on that idea real quick, and
I
they were
think that
not so
came
quick to
from a
jump on their
source
correction.
that was incorrect to begin with, and it got corrected
Mhm.
quickly, but that correction didn't spread as fast as the misinformation did. So
Of course.
people
What
want
did we
to
say in the
focus on
last
the detractors stuff, you know, and it's true, you know, if it bleeds, it leads. So if it's a negative
Yeah.
opinion, when I tore up
What
Raw
what
this
did I say
week,
in the last pod where I thought I was super clever? A popular lie will make its way around the world 25 times before the truth has its shoes on.
yeah, that's a
Now,
great damn quote.
here's the fun thing, right? Because immediately you think, okay, they've got a TV deal. They're not on their own network anymore. They've got more money. They can go out and get more talent, right? Or they can go out and lure more talent, right?
So you would think.
I think there is a middle step they need to do first. And I didn't know this until I heard it this morning on another podcast.
Mhm.
Do you know how many contracts in TNA are expiring within the next month?
A lot. That's why they're all waiting to be restructured until they went on this TV deal, because they said like, "Hey, we you know, we want to get the bigger bucks," and people were smart to wait.
Of course they do,
So
yeah. But here's the thing, and here's just like a rough couple of names that I was able to pull together before we hopped on here live today. People, there's two categories as well. People with contracts ending within the month or less, like say 2 or 3 weeks, and people that are still there but have always been working contract free. So,
yeah,
contracts expiring within the next month. All four of the Rascals, even though Wesley just came back,
right.
he's on like a I think he came in
Per
on like a per
appearance,
appearance type
yeah.
thing, which is fine, testing the waters, etc. Steve
I wouldn't
Macklin,
blame him. So is he strictly with TNA now?
yes.
Okay, so that's what I was.
I don't think strictly because TNA guys
Well,
go out
you
and
know what I
do
mean.
other
Like he's a
stuff. He's not
TNA
with
hired
yeah.
independent contractor.
He's well, they're treating him I'm
It's
going to
not
mention
it's
Matt
not a
Cardona.
WWE or NXT thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he was released
yeah,
from
yeah. That's what I'm
WWE.
saying.
Like
So it's not them
he has no
re-signing
direct
him.
so if he shows up on NXT now, he's TNA star
Okay,
Desmond Xavier.
that's what I was
Yeah.
curious of,
Okay.
because
There we go.
I recently saw a very quick headline that said, "Oh, here we go. He's you know, back in WWE once again." And I'm like, but people were just talking about TNA making it like, "Oh, he's back," but I'm like, that's
He's
not.
another brand type thing, which
Yeah,
is not the same thing at all. So all
exactly.
four members of the Rascals, so Myron Reed, uh Trey Miguel, Zachary Wentz, and Desmond Xavier
Yeah.
all are either not contracted or contracts expiring this month. Steve Macklin,
Mm-hmm.
AJ Francis, Jake something, Jody Threat, Mustafa Ali is a big one,
Yeah, Mustafa
right?
Ali is gigantic. I'm surprised his was not a longer deal. Like that really,
Mm.
he just got there, I feel like.
Yeah, but if
If
it's
he's doing
coming
just
from
a
his side
year.
and he's only signing 1 year at a time, seeing how things go.
Yeah,
Again, with the way things
smart.
ended with him in WWE, you could see him being trepidatious, maybe not wanting to lock down long term anywhere. Now, working without contracts already right now, but still heavily involved, both members of the Iconics, Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann, Matt Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
So let me run down that entire. Okay, I'm going to treat that one list like it's a collective now, right? Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, Myron Reed, Steve Macklin, AJ Francis, Jake something, Jody Threat, Mustafa Ali, Cassie Lee, Jesse McKay, Cedric Alexander, Rich Swann, and Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
Get
I mean,
those people locked in first before you go and separate off and try to find new people. Because as you try to find new people, they're going to be talking to those people and be like, yeah, they came back to us. They really wanted to work something out with us. They valued what we had done already. They
Yeah.
valued what we could do in the future.
They made us feel like part of a team.
I'll tell you
A
something,
lot of
man.
that.
I'll tell you something. When I was a kid, I used to I drove a Dickie D bike for one summer, like the ice cream bikes. And my boss, who came out with every cliche you could possibly think of, but the best, I guess, advice that wasn't totally cheesy was your best advertisement is your last customer.
Yes. And that's
Well,
very true.
as far as recruiting new talent, your best advertisement is the people that you already have.
Yeah.
So make sure the people that you already have feel valued, feel properly compensated, feel fairly treated, and that will breed a ground of come on in, we want you, we want more, etc., etc., etc. Now, on the other side of the coin, once you got
Yeah.
all that sorted out, I got 6 that you need to pick up right away. My 6.
Right off the bat.
Shotzi Blackheart, Baron Corbin, Dijak, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, and Gigi Dolan.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Those are definitely people that they should be taking into good consideration.
Who would you have them pick up right now?
Definitely Gigi Dolan. I feel like there's a lot that could be done with her. Absolutely.
And she's super nice. I met her like two Destiny shows ago. Check it off your Spaz Phoenix bucket list. It's fine. She's super nice. Like for as badass as she is in the ring, I met her afterwards when she was like the Destiny Women's Champion for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And she, again, one more person that I met at a Destiny show that was super nice, but it is what it is. Shotzi, I met ages ago. Super nice. Corbin and Dijak, I not only do I want them as a tag team as they are on the indies right now. Cross and Scarlett goes without saying. WWE are stupid.
Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying. And that's the thing. I guess something happened with them. They had to cancel a bunch of appearances. They're not saying what yet, but...
Oh, maybe there's already contract negotiations.
I don't know, but something's up, so... Makes you wonder.
Okay, so the next thing that we're going to say... one of the things I thought, because there was that whole thing when NXT started working with TNA, oh my God, they're going to steal all the TNA talent. This is just a ploy to steal all their talent, even though more talent went to AEW. But they did pick up Jordan Grace and Joe Hendry.
Yes.
Do you think
Jordan? And they got Joe Hendry early too. Maybe
this is a two-part question, right?
Yeah.
A, do you think that they would have hopped over if they knew this was on the horizon? And B, what do you think this means for the next 2 people that I think are hopping over in Leon Slater and Mike Santana?
I think it means big things, honestly. I think they're going to have them really start pushing some of these people and making it like worthwhile for them to be drawn to the other side, if you want to put it such a way.
They gotta stop putting Jordan Grace in the she almost was in the title picture.
Yeah, or she almost had it won, but
she almost had him. Yeah,
this thing happened, you know, and
she was closer to winning the NXT title when she was a TNA star.
Yes, than she is now. Yeah, no kidding.
And
huh?
Joe's been there for a while, but I have to treat it like, okay, Joe being an actual NXT person is only about a month old.
Exactly.
So I have to look at it in 2 different perspectives, right? The fun stuff that he's doing with Thea Hale, I think is awesome.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
good.
You have to rush him into the world title picture.
No, people enjoy him right now for everything that he's doing. They don't need that to be, the only thing, and then rush right. Why does he need the title immediately? Even at all? Is it really? I mean, he could go to the main roster without winning the NXT title.
That's true. I think you get more out of Joe going after Ethan Page than you do trying to crowbar him into the main event picture this second.
Exactly.
Because him and Ethan Page could be a lot of fun.
And that's
especially
with all their
history.
If
Thea,
when he was champ,
with Thea Hale and Chelsea Green on either side of that, when they've already fought over the mixed tag title once. I mean, now the mixed tag title should go to Dom and Liv, but that's another story for another podcast.
What was it? Ethan, please put on some clothes, right?
Oh, yeah,
Ethan,
I remember
please
that.
Put on some clothes.
He hasn't done one of the
custom
parody
songs?
videos.
He did it online. The one online for the mixed tag one. He did American Pie, but he did it. Obviously his own way. It was great.
That went around, and it got taken down.
So I haven't seen it up since then. It was weird.
it must be from a while ago because, like, he's in a TNA ring, but there is a thing I don't know whether it was, like, after a show because there's not that many people in the audience, but it's just him and Jeff Hardy, and he's got his
Oh,
guitar out there, and
no, that was part of
the
the TNA show recently last week, I guess, and wherever they were, it was
oh, when
TNA
they did the
Live.
Creed thing?
Yes. When they
Really?
sang, yeah, that was part of the TNA Live show.
My Sacrifice, which is
Yes.
funny because, yes, it's a wrestling song, but it's a wrestling song through WWE.
Mhm. Like, we're
Now
gonna sing a wrestling song. I'm like, "Real American? No?
no,
Uh,
yeah, I
a
am a
racist
real
American? No?
Scotsman. Oh,
They didn't
no.
even go
Oh,
with that
no.
way.
Come on.
I mean,
Come
like,
on now.
nothing. Like, they had so many options with Hendry there.
Wow. It's a new song called "Watch Out Your Boats." Moving swiftly on.
Oh, blow
Here's
up
one.
all
Here's
ye faithful.
oh my god.
Just
No, blow up
roasting.
all the not faithful. Anyways,
Ah,
moving on before I get myself in trouble.
you and the
Um,
infidels.
here's a theory.
Mm.
So they're gonna
An
go and they're
Austin
gonna be on
theory?
mainstream. People are saying it's Zoe Stark now, which is like what?
Yeah,
But
she broke
anyways,
her knees to go ahead and come back as the visions grow. Yeah.
I mean,
It's definitely
we
it's
kind of
definitely theory. I mean, you can tell by the body. It's like
yeah.
a 1-to-1 cutout of him. So,
It's so funny that the rumor of Austin Theory joining came at a time where the vision was like every big guy we can find.
yeah. And
But
then
anyways,
anybody else will put him into a bubble.
here's my last thought on the TNA thing before we've got actually two pay-per-views to preview.
Yes.
But yeah, no, they got a TV deal. There's rumors and speculation as to how much WWE helped them get the TV deal. Oh, they only want TNA to get big to fuck with AEW, which is not the case.
And
But I'm sure well, yeah.
yeah, like duh, like but
It's
it's
not like
not just
AEW
to
didn't
fuck with them. No, I mean it's more than just that at this point, and we know it, and
yeah,
they know it
they
too.
want to give
That's
them
why
the
they're
number 2.
working with them. They didn't jump into this and immediately everything was great. Like it took a lot of trust time, to work these
But
things
also,
out.
like, everybody involved in TNA has spoken about the temporary deal that they had with AEW and the fact that it didn't go that great. So,
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
but
Like
here's the thing,
they had a bad occurrence. I mean, I forgot that they
bad
had to
taste
get
in the mouth, yeah.
Christian to get put over by Kenny because he wouldn't put
Yeah.
anybody else over.
Yep.
I
But
mean,
here's the thing,
yeah,
because the whole thing is it's like, oh,
hmm
they're trying to downplay the attendances and whatnot that TNA has had this year. Oh, well, WWE just keeps throwing they threw them AJ Styles just to fuck with people. Da, 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 da. So who are they going to put on this debut in the middle of January?
Undertaker.
Uh, no, 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 no. Something that'll cut a little closer to the bone.
Undertaker's wife.
Well, fair. Speaking of bones, but
Mm,
oh, we haven't done Cater Taker in a while.
I know.
I need a divorce lawyer. Anyways, follow me on this one though, because
He's
there's somebody,
mm,
somebody, a pretty well-known Canadian actually, who's rumored to debut at the Royal Rumble in Saudi next year. Wouldn't it be funny if not only did he show up early, but he showed up early on the debut episode of AMC's TNA Thursday Night Impact? The guy who branded TNA the number 2 brand. If we have Thursday Night Impact and Chris Jericho shows up, I will shit a cat.
I don't like it. Now, Cater Taker, it's a pretty good. I don't like it. I
I don't
don't
know,
trust
but
that AEW boy.
here's the thing though. How well does Chris Jericho get along with The Undertaker? Because do we get new TNA Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions Chris Jericho and the Iguana?
Hmm. I know, because we got to see. That it could happen.
Anyways, I think it's fantastic. I think people are losing their minds about it, and I think that's incredibly funny.
Yes. And just
And this is
just
where
the
I'll
ch
and this
the
is
announcement trailer, the way they pulled that off, like, I
yeah.
really liked the chanting and, you know, everything that they had with it. That was really cool. It was a lot
The
of fun.
simplicity of, like, the AMC logo and Jeff Hardy going through it, because of course it's Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, oh, of course, you know? Who
And
else could it be?
just to be funny, just to make my life easier later on, this is where we end the clip.